Alright guys, how's it going? Mono Dragon here again, back with another very weird video. It's really weird again. So next week is Christmas. Today is Saturday, Christmas is Friday. So you're watching this video going, oh, I need to get stuff. I need to get last minute presents for my favourite biker in my life. No, I'm not going to be able to get it delivered because delivery stops next week. So what do I do? That's where I'm here to help. So myself, along with RPM Cycles here in Drogheda, he's given me a few beautiful stuff off camera that you can see. These are going to be very inexpensive items that he currently has in stock that he kindly gave me to do this video on. So these are going to be stocking fillers. These are designed not to break the bank, so €50 less. There is some that I'm going to mention that are slightly more expensive, but everyone's going to be under a maximum of €100, but the core ones I'm going to show you now are under €50. So at the end of the video I'm going to give more information on RPM Cycles, but I want to give a big thank for Ronan over there who gave me some of this stuff. I'm going to be doing stuff in the new year with him as well, so this should be good. You can see I have my Christmas tree and everything set up in the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all these items behind me. We're going to go through to them. So if you like the look of anything in this video for a present, even for yourself, for anyone, be sure to give Ronan RPM Cycles a call, see what stock he has on some stuff, and anyway, let's get into this. Okay, so first things up, liquid moly. They have a speed additive shooter and an engine flush shooter. So these are about €5 each, and again, all available in RPM Cycles. Maybe your bike's been sitting for a while, it hasn't been started. The fuel in it is maybe not the best, maybe not the freshest, maybe just hasn't been running too well. Throw this into a full tank of petrol and it genuinely works amazingly. I've used this, if anyone has actually seen my Buell review, the Buell was sitting for a while and we put this into it and it worked straight away. The Buell wouldn't actually start, put this into it and it ran perfectly fine. So that's the fuel additive, again, €5. Just a handy little bottle to have. Maybe you're like myself and you're not actually using the bike over the winter. This is just handy to have, just, you know, for when the weather gets better, just in case you leave it with a tank of fuel. I'll probably actually need one of these because I've had the same fuel on my bike for probably nearly going on a month now, and it's not really the best, to be honest. So then we're going to go on to the engine flush shooter. I thought this one was a bit weird at the start, didn't really know what it was, but after reading it and after what Ron was telling me, it makes a lot of sense. So what this is when you're actually going to be changing the oil in your bike. You put this into the engine when it's warm, obviously through where you fill it with oil, let the bike run for about 10 minutes and then go ahead and change your oil. What this does is actually helps clear out any sludge and any lacquer that's built up. It just makes it for a nicer engine flush. The next thing that's on the list is something personally that I use all the time, both on the road and on the track, and that's a pair of earphones. These earphones are like $3.99 or something like that. You get 2 sets in the box, and they are literally just a simple foam squishy roller that normally what you do is you kind of flatten out, stick it in your beautiful ears, and you can't hear shit. They're amazing for if you're doing any sort of motorway miles, if you're doing track riding, or just nice spins if you have a loud bike. No one really wants to go deaf at 40. Cut out all the wind noise and just that irritative noise, but you can still hear your beautiful beasts, you can still hear your friends talking to you, you can still hear cars and everything. So this is definitely a must. Next up on the list, base layers. Personally, these are the ones I use. This in Oxford, top and bottoms system here. They're very weird because they look so tiny, but they're actually amazing. So these ones here they are both for kind of thermal insulant. They're really, really thin, they're really stretchy. They start from €20. The pants here are €20 and the top here is €25. So if it's cold, they keep the heat in, but I actually mainly use these on the track or under my leathers. Just make everything a bit more comfortable. If anyone wears leathers, you know, they're slightly uncomfortable. They can rub in places. This stops this. If I'm on the track and I'm absolutely sweating, this helps keep me nice and cool. When the sweat gets on the top, it actually keeps me nice and cool. But yeah, if anyone's doing any winter commuting, any track days, these are a must-have. And again, very cheap and inexpensive. Get the same size you normally would. These are a small medium. But I'm a skinny bitch. Yeah, just get this is a large, so just get your regular size. And I also, for anyone that's actually working from home like myself, can't remember the last time I've worn pants. I just wear shorts all the time, and the office that I'm in, it's a little bit cold. So I throw these on in the morning when I can't stick the heating on, and they just work amazingly. So next on the list is something that seems a bit random but just so handy, is frame bobbins. These ones are €20. You can get them in different sizes, but these make your life so handy. These would go great with a paddock stand if you want to order them. So currently I don't think he has any in stock, but you can order stuff and they'll be there in the new year. I don't even do my own maintenance on my bike, or I don't do like my oil change or anything, but for cleaning the chain and anything, these are a must have. So next up is something very near and dear to my heart, Mop Off Cleaner. I've used this since day one on a bike. I love this stuff. So this is the spray bottle. This one is $6.99. Yeah, this is $6.99. This is good for loads of washes. Literally just wet your bike. So get your hose onto it, spray this on everywhere. I use a brush and a mitt, get into all the hard to reach places and wash it off and you're done. I actually use this on headers. I just think it gets all the grime off. And for something that doesn't look like it do much, it's really, really good. It gets rid of all the shit. If anyone's doing winter commuting, you know, the salt and everything, spray this on, no more salt, bye-bye. Spray it off, done. You can also buy, I think it's a 5-litre refill. I can't remember the actual price of it. I should have taken that down, but I didn't. But you can buy a refill, so you get to keep the spray bottle. But again, something so small, so cheap, but I use it pretty much every time I wash the bike, so definitely recommended for me. So this is the last item on the list. So this is a pair of Oxford Montreal 1.0 gloves. I actually had the Oxford Montreal jacket, and I thought it was pretty good. These gloves are 49 quid. They're actually very, very nice, have your knuckle protection, but they're waterproof and they're warm. So they have their tintulate, as I call it, but they're actually really, really warm and really good. I've used these and they're really, really nice gloves. For 50 quid, they are amazing. So to put it into perspective, this is my normal everyday glove. It's a Dainese, I actually forget, I think it's Tempest short cuff glove. It's waterproof, it's great, but it's not warm in the slightest, even though it says it's meant to be. Not warm at all. These on the other hand are just amazing. What you can get, this goes on to the more expensive ones. Ronan does have hot grips, so Oxford heated grips, they start at 89.99, so 90 quid. I've actually been rounding up all the price. If I say €4, it's actually $3.99, but that doesn't matter. You're never gonna have cold hands. He has black, and then where you see the kind of gray, you can get it in like a high vis. Kind of like mine. I personally like black on high vis. I think these are a great, great buy, and again, they actually work, which for gloves is a hard thing to find. That's gonna wrap it up for the products. I do have some honorable mentions that I'm gonna go through, which are a little bit more expensive, but I think they if you wanted to spend a bit extra, then you can. I just wanted to include some items that he currently had in stock that were relatively cheap and that just make for a nice little filler. Again, I want to give a huge thanks to Ronan and RPM for actually supplying the stuff. I literally texted him on Thursday. I was like, can I do this? And he went, yep, no problem. Genuinely so sound. So I want to give a huge shout to him. So yeah, why not give him a call, see what he can do for you. If there's stuff he doesn't have in and you still want to get it, he can get stuff in for the new year. He can pretty much get in anything you need. He also does, obviously, sells bikes, fixes bikes, services them, everything like that. So yeah, give him a call. Again, huge shout out. So I want to go through some of the honourable mentions, and these are some of the stuff I actually personally use as well. So one of the things I use, which would go well with the Muck Off, is Vulcanet wipes. I didn't have any in stock at the time, but I love Vulcanet wipes. They're amazing. They're literally just a wipe that you use to clean cars, bikes. They take off all the shit. They give a nice gloss to it. It's almost like you have a wax on the bike. They're around €50 or so. They kind of fluctuate in price, but I swear by them. I've had them for about 2 years. I've only actually ever bought the one box. I've never had to need any other ones. 2 or 3 wipes, just the entire bike. They are amazing. Another one as well, which I didn't take, which I really should have, is continuing with cleaning, is ACF 50. Currently has loads of cans in stock. I think it's about €16 a can, but especially if you're doing winter riding, you don't want the salt ruining any of your beautiful exhausts, any of your chrome, anything like that. ACF 50 after a wash, beautiful. I use it pretty much if I wash. I normally will wash my bike whenever it gets dirty, but after like a full wash, then I'll use ACF just to help. It also makes it look nice, which I love. It gives it a lovely, lovely deep shine. It's great on plastics, makes the plastics look brand new. So definitely pick up a can of ACF if you're picking up any other cleaner. And then also with the Muck Off stuff, he has all the different cleaners, chain lubes, degreasers, anything like that. So if you're picking up one thing for a Muck Off, why not pick up the range? It's all relatively inexpensive, and I think it's a must-have for any biker. And then another thing which I didn't bring, which again I should have, is waterproof overpants and a jacket. I don't know why I didn't bring them, but actual waterproof gear like Goretex anything is very, very expensive. The overpants and the jacket does work amazingly, and they're like €30 or €50 or so for a jacket. I still always ride with a high-vis RPHA jacket, which he has as well. But Oxford have a new one out that actually looks like a casual jacket, like it's just a typical kind of, if you played football or Gaelic when you're younger, or school, and you got your little rain jacket, look like them and works amazingly. But anyway guys, look, that is the video. Hope all of you enjoyed. Again, huge thanks to Ronan up on RPM Cycles. Hope all of you enjoyed. Hopefully this inspired you. Give him a call. Information's on the screen. Don't tell him I sent you, because he'll probably tell you to feck off. But look, that's the video, guys. I hope you all have a great Christmas and a good New Year. I'll talk to you all next video.